What is up, guys? We are creating this kind of lifted, sultry, smoky eye, matte, neutral eye look for deep set eyes, as well as just an all over neutral makeup look. This would be perfect for any kind of a summertime event you have going on. It is light enough to feel like you're not wearing too much makeup, but it feels more like something you would wear out. So if you guys would like to see how I created this makeup look, then just keep watching. I'm gonna start off with the Rimmel Multitasker. I have this in the shade light medium, and this is a highlighter, primer, glow booster. So I'm going to pop that underneath my Covergirl foundation. I'm gonna go in with my Covergirl Clean Invisible foundation in the shade Buff Beige. So I wanna see how this glow booster primer highlighter looks like underneath a foundation. I have only been reaching for this Covergirl foundation since I have gotten it. It just has such a nice soft finish on the skin. Take a little bit of the foundation and just put that on my lids, just to even out my lids, cover up some of those bluish veins, and just give a nice smooth even surface for the eyeshadow. Go in with my Soft Sculpt contour stick from Makeup by Mario. Just kind of add a little bit of contour. So we're getting a little bit of lift already with the contour. In with my contour wand from Hard Candy. This has a nice, smaller, precise tip to it, and we're going to kind of contour out the corner of the eye to create lift. I'm even gonna go underneath the eye on the outer corner. Take this blending concealer brush from Sephora and just hold my eye taut and just use circular motions to blend that out. You can go down around the corner of the eye. That's how people are using the bronzer underneath the eye. Take my NARS Creme Brulee Concealer. This is pretty bright and has a lot of coverage, and I'm just gonna pop this right in the inner corner. Can even go on the lid a bit, just on the inner side. This is where I want all the brightness. So I just kind of blend the concealer down like this. Not underneath the eye, just sticking to the inner area that has the most cooler pigments. I'm gonna go in with my Merit Cream Bronzer, and I'm just gonna stick to the top of the cheekbones. I want to keep the center of the face really bright. So it's like we keep drawing out the darker tones in a V at the corner of the eye. Use the Perfect 10 eyeshadow palette from e.l.f. today. Used this a couple times. This is a beautiful eyeshadow palette, matte shades, and they are very pigmented, and it is an affordable palette, so we are just gonna get into that. I'm gonna go in to this deeper tone right here. Looks a little cooler on camera. It's not as cool in real life. Just a smaller blending brush, and I'm going to build that up on the outer corner. We're going to go into the brownish taupe color right next to it and blend in the same kind of way. Kind of on a diagonal and out. I'm going to take a squared off brush and that same taupe color and just go underneath the outer corner. Take a blending brush and just kind of buff this around, going up and out. I'm going to take another fluffy brush and then go into the shade next to that taupe color. And start doing the same kind of pattern going out. Starting on the lid and going up on the brow. I'm going to go in with the square brush again and into this lighter neutral tone that I used on the lid, and I'm going to follow through to the inner corner. I'm going to take a fluffy brush again and go into this light tone, not the lightest tone just because it's so stark, but the one right next to it. It has a little bit of beige to it, and I'm going to pop that on the inner part of the brow. Where I would usually put depth, I'm just putting a little bit of brightness, and it's got a little bit of warmth to it, so it'll just kind of counteract out the cooler tones on the inner corner as well. I'm going to go into the deepest tone and an angled brush, and I'm just going to push that into the lash line. Taking this small brush again and going back into the first dark color that I started out with and just adding in a little more depth on the one eye, just so they match. just tight lined on the outer corners and brought that eyeliner out just a little bit further so that I could take my angled brush and just drag it out a bit just to thicken up the lash line and make it look like the lashes are longer on the outside. Really want to keep the inner part of my eye bright, so I'm just putting mascara on the outer part of my eyelashes, the outer half, maybe 2/3, and that'll just give it more of a dramatic look. For my lips, I just went in with my Essence Legendary Lip Liner as well as my taupe eyebrow pencil just to add a little bit of a brown tone to the lips, and then my Wet n Wild Rosé Comforting Lip color. This is in the shade Biscotti Mommy. This is a beautiful neutral color. All right, this is the final look, a very pretty eyeshadow look for deep set eyes. It's really nice to kind of just take your bronzers and contours and just add warmth to that area instead of the lightness from the concealer. It just looks softer on the eye, just more flattering, especially for maturing eyes. Just using our depth really close to the lash line and the outer corner, and then following in lighter by lighter. It's almost like an ombre on the eye, but it just gives a really beautiful effect to deep set eyes as well as any other shaped eyes. I think it would look really pretty on. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys again soon.